Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lori from Get Crafty with Lori, and today we are going to make a two-page layout using this beautiful paper from Stampin' Up called Simply Zinnea. I just love these flowers on this paper, and I originally bought this because I have a new granddaughter and her name is Zinnea. And I have just been waiting for the perfect pictures for this layout to be able to scrapbook. Well, let me show you this paper. This here is my favorite piece. I love that it has the flowers on both sides. And I want to use this piece on the layout. And I'm going to cut it in half so that I have one piece for one side and the other for the other side. But let me show you what they look like. On the back is this beautiful green color paper here. We have this one here with the little zinnias on it. And then there's a pink piece. This one has the big zinnias that you can cut these out individually if you'd like and put them on your card or your layout. And it has this beautiful orange color paper on the back. Here's another piece that can be fussy cut too. And this has this beautiful purple color. And this has the dark pink with a little pattern on it. And then this one, and look how pretty that is. This has a zinnia pattern built right into the paper. And look at these gorgeous leaves here. Aren't those beautiful? And then we have this green on the back. And then we have duplicates of everything that I just showed you. Now this paper is on sale for 15% off. It went on sale on August 6th, and it'll be on sale through August 31st. So you might want to head over and check it out. It's a very popular paper. And with it, there's the Simply Zinnea stamp and die cuts, and then this cut emboss, and these beautiful little sequins. Now, the bundle for the stamp and the die cuts, it's not available at the moment. It's extremely popular, but this is in the annual catalog, so this will go on all year, so you'll have a chance to be able to get it. But while this paper is on sale, I would head on over and get some. There are other beautiful papers that are on sale too, and I've done some other layouts with them. And here's my website. It's loryscott.stampinup.net. There is a lot of stamps and dies that are not in the current catalog, and you can view them there. I'm going to bring in 2 pieces of French vanilla cardstock like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the bottom here and the bottom there. And then I'm going to show you my pictures that I have. This is a family photo of me and my daughter and her husband and their 2 girls, me and my husband, my son, his fiance, and their new little baby Zinnea. And this was for my 65th birthday party. We just had the little family get together, and to me, being with my family is the best people I could possibly be with. And so I have this picture of me, and here is my son with our little beautiful Zinnea. And look at this picture here. They planted a garden of zinnias just for her, and for my birthday brought me over a little vase of zinnias. So now that I have my zinnias in here and my Zinnea, I will be able to use this beautiful paper. Isn't that exciting? So let me tell you what I have in mind. So that piece is going to go down on the bottom. And then what I want to do is the dies that came with this, I've put them inside of the case with the stamp. I want to put a whole cluster of zinnias coming down here and then put some over here. And so why don't we get started with this layout? I went ahead and cut these pieces in half so they're at 6 inches. And on the back side of this paper is this beautiful lattice pattern that I really like, and I want to use that. So I went ahead and I cut some triangles off screen. And what I'd like to do is to put one up here in this corner and then another one down here in this corner. And so let me show you how I cut these. So what I did is I took the piece of paper like this and I laid it up here in the corner, and I measured at 6 inches, since this is 6 inches wide, and then 6 inches across. So I just took my ruler and laid it down and then just took a pencil and drew a line and then put it in my paper cutter and cut that. I'm going to start with these 2 pieces of limeade cardstock. They're very similar to the lemon lime twist in this collection. And I'm going to be bringing in this French vanilla. And I want to have a 1/2 inch border on 3 sides. And I want this side to be flush with the cardstock. So let's go ahead and cut that down. So I'm going to cut off 1 inch from one side, and then I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch from the other side. So it will go like this when it's put down. Don't you just love playing with new paper packs? Sometimes they're intimidating to cut into because you're afraid of that first cut. But I had to break myself of that fear. Otherwise, I'd get nowhere if I stopped and didn't cut into the beautiful paper. So I'm just coming down a 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom. Then I have my little triangles, and I want to bring the triangles out to the edge like that. I think that'll look nice. But before I do that, let me put down my beautiful Zinnea paper. I'm almost wondering if I should cut some of this off here. I think I might need to. I'm just going to trim it up to the top of the flowers. That would be about a 1/2 inch off of there, like that. And then that can lay like that. And then I need to cut a 1/2 inch off of the right side. And then that'll lay like that. And let me do this to the other side like that. And this paper just beautiful. It just really makes me happy, and I was so excited to get it when it had that name, Simply Zinnea. Okay, and I'll line it up on this side. And let's get my corner piece. I'll put that right there. I'm so glad that they gave us 2 sheets of this, because I would have been terrified to cut into this beautiful piece here, because it is so pretty. But I really like this lattice piece. My son and his fiance, they even made a little sign in front of their little garden that said Zinnea's Zinneas. It was so cute. And they wanted to do a little photo shoot of her in front of the sign, but she just was not cooperating. So they will have to do it another time. Okay, so let me see my pictures. So I'm going to put the picture here like that. So I have this piece here that I cut. I cut it at 6 inches, but I didn't want to have too much of this paper taken away from my zinnias. So if I were to take this paper and put it over here, I'm not sure that I liked that big piece of the melon mambo across here. I feel like it was maybe a little too top heavy. So I went ahead and cut it down and just matted my 5x7 photo with it. I think it looks better like that, just having a little bit, because all of that big piece across, it just was taken away from the beautiful paper here that I really wanted to showcase. So I just gave this an 1/8 of an inch border around it. And then on this side, I laid my photos down and I cut this at 8 by 8.5. This photo is 4 by 6. And these two photos are 3.5 by 4. And I think I like the way that looks better on this page. And I feel like I need to do something else with this corner here, because it just doesn't look like it's doing enough for me. So I went ahead and made some little scallops here. I think that that might be kind of pretty next, so we can bring in some of this green that's in these leaves. I'm using garden green for these scallops. So I'll just put them on here like that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So let's go ahead and put these down. Let's see. Why don't I tuck it under just a little bit so you don't see the edge? Let's put a little bit of adhesive on this. So I'm going to hang this off the edge like that, and then I can trim it. So I like that finished look like that. So let's go here like that with this side. I think that looks pretty. And I will get my scissors and trim that. I'm just going to flip it over like this and just trim it. There, look how pretty that looks. And now let's do the same to the other side. Okay, now I've got my photos down. Doesn't that look gorgeous? It's simple, and you see the beautiful zinnias and the beautiful lattice here, and my pictures pop. Now let's do something fun. Let's make some zinnias. Let me show you the colors that I chose for this. I want to be able to mimic the flowers that are in my little vase here, but I also want to make them look like the flowers that are in here. I may not use this purple color here, but let me show you what I do have. The color here is called Melon Mambo. We have Pumpkin Pie. We have Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, and Mossy Meadow. And I also have this punch that I'm so glad I got. I just got it because we have this greenery here, and this is just something simple that you can always keep with your tools, and you always have greenery because greenery just really adds to a layout. Okay, let's get the dies out. When you look at the dies, this can be kind of intimidating because there's so much here. And a lot of these pieces coordinate with the stamps, like this would go with this stamp and this here and so forth. But we're just going to use the separate ones that work for the flowers. So let me lift these up. So we're going to use this piece. We're going to use this piece. We're going to use this sleeve. We're going to use this. And we're going to use that. So for this layout, we're only using 5 dies. And so the way these layer, so this one here, when it's cut, will go on the bottom, and this one will go on the top of it. Then we have this piece here, and then this little ring will go around like that. Okay, do you get that? So I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of these pieces here. I'm going to do small pieces like this. So for this, I think I want this one to be on top. So I'm going to, wait a minute, use this piece, the bigger one, for the one on top. So that'll go, and then this will go over. This little ring here, I think I want to do the same color for the ring. And then I want a little inner part, and I am going to make that be the Daffodil Delight. So let's go ahead and run this through. Let's take these pieces off. I'm going to move these over here so I don't lose them. And let me poke this one through. If you have a little pokey tool, that helps to get these out. And then I need to lift these up. So what I'm going to use is my little spatula that goes with my Cricut mat. So we'll put that there. And set that there. And then that there. Okay, next I'm going to cut some leaves. So to use this punch, let me move this. So it cuts 2 pieces here. So you go ahead and you stick it in. It goes all the way to the back like that. You can see that. And then you push down. And there is your greenery. Isn't that pretty? Look how beautiful that will look with that flower combination. And then we have this little extra one here, which is really nice. I think while I've got this scrap, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, you can turn it upside down like this too and see where you're punching, especially if you have a piece of paper that you've already used and you want to make sure that it captures the whole piece. So let's lay this down here like that. I might be able to get 2 pieces out of this little scrap. I'll see. Let's run this through. I love this dark green. Look at that, how pretty that looks. Let's see if I have enough space to run this one through. Doesn't look like I do. So I'll have to get another piece. So for this flower, this pumpkin pie piece is going to go below, and then on top is going to go this melon mambo. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue to put these together. So we'll lay that like, kind of turn it around to see the way it lays the best. Okay, so that'll go like that. And then I'm going to take this little piece of Daffodil Delight, and that's going to go right in the center like that. And then I want to keep the ring of the flower the same color. Okay, I've die cut my flowers and my greenery, and I've laid them down the way I'd like them to be positioned, but they are not down yet. I want to put these on some dimensionals. And then this greenery here that I punched from this punch. Because it is flat, I wanted to make it dimensional, and I'll show you how I did that. Let me put that down. I also used that same punch, and I'll show you what I did with these. So when I punched it, it was flat. And so then what I did is I took a little foam mat like this and a scoring tool, and I'm just going to run it up the middle of each of these leaves like this. It's my dog out there barking, wanting to be let in. Okay, so that is like that. And so now what I'm going to do is just take my fingernail here and kind of bend it inwards like that. And look how nice that looks. So now it's dimensional like all the rest are. You're probably wondering about these. Well, let me show you what I did with these. I am so excited. So in this little punch is this one right here. So I punched that out. I took this pattern paper right here. I really love that pop that looks almost like red. Okay, so when you put this in, the color that you want to see, you want that to be up. So what I did was I went ahead and put it in here. I don't need to waste all this paper by punching that since I just want this little piece. So I'm going to turn it over like this so that I can see what I'm punching. Okay, so now I have it like this. What I do next is I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of glue. Okay. And then I'm just going to lay this right on top of it. It would probably be easier to use tweezers than your fingers like I'm doing. So I only have the flowers now. I have this whole stem, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the two pieces. See, just like that. And then you're left with those gorgeous pop of red colored flowers. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that beautiful? So you can do that with any of the pattern papers. I was looking for the orange, but the orange just wasn't the right one. It had like yellow in it. Another thing that I want to show you too, in this die set here, there's this little piece here. See these little tiny flowers? What you can do and punch these out in orange and then just glue them on each of these pieces, and that would be really pretty. So let's go ahead and finish this page. Feels good to be doing a video again for you. I was gone to Europe for a couple of weeks, and then coming back, it took me a couple of weeks to get back to normal and going back to work. I was just exhausted, and I really cannot do a good video when I'm tired. I have to be relaxed and my mind rested, and then I can get a layout done. So sorry for having been gone so long, but I'm glad to be back with you now and making beautiful layouts. I am just so happy with this, and I'm really happy that I got to finally use my Zinnea paper for my beautiful little Zinnea. Let's get this down. Got a cat here, there. I have a cat that likes to come up here while I'm working and lay right in the middle of my layout. Okay, so that one is done. Let's fold those leaves inwards. Nice thing with, if you have nails, they make great tools. They're always available. I guess no matter what size they are, they make great tools for everything. I guess that's why I have to have fake ones, because I did use them as tools and they always broke. So that will work there. Let's get some glue on this. Put that under here like that. And then let's get this over here like that. Okay. And let's see what we're going to do with these beautiful little red pieces. They're like little baby zinnias popping out here. Do I want one up there, or do I want one down here? Maybe I'll just do 3 like that for now. Let's see. I can always come back and add. So let's put this one right there. And we'll put this one up here. So pretty. I just love that. I'm so glad I got to use the pattern paper for this. If I had a good orange pattern paper, I would have used it. But the one I have has little yellow stars in it, so I didn't think that would work quite as well. So let's go ahead and we can work on the second page. Before I move on to the second page, I want to show you what I did. I went ahead and added an extra flower and some greenery on this side because I felt like there was just too much white space, but I do want to put a title up here, and I think I'm going to put Lori's 65th right here. So let's go ahead and we'll work on the next page. Now on the second page here, I went ahead and cut a 2x4 piece of the Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to put my journaling here. Instead of putting a title up here, I think I want to leave the space empty. I think that having, we've got so much flower pattern going that I think the white is kind of necessary to be left alone. So I'm just going to put my birthday journaling on this piece here. So let's go ahead. I have my flowers ready. So let's see how we're going to do this. This is really pretty. I like being able to see this little flower up here with these flowers next to it. I think that's pretty. Let's see, do I want that one there? Or that one? I think I'll put that one there since I have the yellow here. Let's see, how's this gonna work? You can go like, don't want to cover up my journaling spot, but I think these can go down like that. So let's put those on the pop dots, or actually they call these dimensionals, but they are pop dots. So we'll put that one there, and then I'll put this one right here below it. Okay. Maybe like that. And then we'll put this one up here. One thing about these flowers you might want to do is just kind of curl these up. You can do that. Just kind of curl the top layer up. If you have a little tool like this kind of helps to kind of pull them up a little bit. That way it gives it a little bit more dimension. That way it's not quite so flat. The flowers are going up anyways. And the little zinnias. Okay, so leaves. And let's get these together. So I think I'm going to put those up there like that. And let's put these down here. Like that. And one more set over here. Okay, then we have these little pieces. I think that'll work like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty. So why don't I go ahead and put these together right now while I can. That looks nice there. It's just going to go together so much quicker than the other side because all the design was done on that side, and you just kind of follow the same over here on this side. So we have these little pieces here. Let's put these like that. Let's do this over here. So we'll put these, let's see, let's get that under there. And we'll lay this one on top like that. Okay, I think I'm going to put a little glue. Oh, here comes my big white cat, Charlie. He's a big Persian. And he's probably going to plop right down on this layout because that's just what Charlie does. He always wants my attention. Okay. Okay, Charlie, you can, well, okay, as long as you're not on the middle of the layout, you're okay. It's just stunning. And then, of course, I have these beautiful little flowers that I need to put down. I think I'll do something. I can do that, or let's see, what else can I do? Or I can put them down like this. I have glue on my fingers. This isn't laying down very well. These are so pretty, or I could, oops, I could put it up here. Let's see how that looks. It's pretty, but it's kind of hidden. Let's see what happens if I do this. Ooh, kind of like that. Actually, I think that looks really pretty like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this one here. Let's take this. And it'll just pop up like that. I can put the other one over here. That looks pretty. Okay, we'll put it over there. The other layout, and move Charlie. Oh, here. You want to see Charlie? He's so big. Get him. He's huge. For the two layouts, like that. And then we are not done yet. Because we're going to be bringing in these absolutely gorgeous sequins here. And then a gold one over here. Well, what do you think, guys? Isn't that layout just incredibly gorgeous? Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.